Okay, we are going to start. We're going to talk about two things. One, we're going to talk about the aging deconditioning process. And two, we're going to talk about time under tension. So first things first, we're going to talk about what happens when we age and decondition. Nothing.
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen to Maria. So one of the biggest things is you're going to notice it and walk. You're going to notice it because it'll gradually come in, and then you'll hit a point where it becomes very obvious. And that's the combination of motions. Instead of having hip motion, knee motion, ankle motion as separate motions, you'll try to move it as one unit. And you'll notice the extremities start getting really long and heavy, and the balance starts going off because you're going to try to balance a very straight extremity. At first that works. Keeping a really long extremity allows you to create some balance. Bending it requires much more motor control, but what happens is you'll hit a point where you can't control it anymore because you'll lose your core. So what happens is people age and they will move things and they won't look as effective moving. That's why when you see, I don't know, older people dancing, it kind of looks funny because they're going to try to keep everything together as a unit instead of breaking it apart and creating complex motion. So that's what we're going to do today is we're going to look at what happens to motion and we're going to put it back into the proper compartments. So we're going to start, but we're going to start with the block. Oh, it got put outside. So we're going to wait for Mari to get her block.
Go ahead.
Okay. So what we're going to look at now is standing, and we're going to look at standing on one foot. So this is the maximum breaking apart of compartments. We're going to move the toes. We're going to, it's called plantar flex the ankle. We're going to flex the knee. We're going to flex the hip. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to stay as high up in this motion as we can, and we're going to lower down. So it's going to create deeper knee flexion, deeper hip flexion, and higher lift in the foot. Your abs are nice and tight, your lats are on. See what that feels like, just see what that feels like. And we're gonna lower down a little bit further. You're gonna keep your abs engaged. Your feet are parallel even though you're in this odd position. And this is where we're gonna start out doing something interesting. We're gonna lift up. See what it feels like to lift up from your core, so keep your abs engaged and you're lifting up. And so what happens is usually, mosquito, we hit our maximums and we'll try to cheat somehow. We'll try to lift somewhere. We're keeping you low and you're lifting your leg to your chest. You're keeping your abs on, and we're gonna switch sides. We're gonna try it on the opposite side. Lift high on your toe, plantar flex your ankle, bend your knee, flex into your hips, abs are nice and tight, and then same thing, you're gonna lift up. If you can do this, you will always be safe. If you have to keep your leg a unit, it looks weird and you don't have much stability, and you can't control, or you can't be safe in environments that change. Okay? We're gonna drop your heel down, same thing, we're gonna lower down. Feel what it feels like to go into squat, feel like what it feels now to what's called dorsiflex your foot. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. Lower down, and you're gonna lift up. Notice how your body wants to raise up. Keep it low, suck in your tummy. Because this is work, and this is what we try to avoid as we age and decondition. Good, we're gonna switch sides. Lower down. Keep those feet parallel, abs are engaged, suck in that tummy, and then lift. Don't bob up and down, we're staying low. Okay, we're gonna flip back. We're gonna try it in a weird position we never use in life. You're gonna flip your toes over. We're gonna lower down, the abs are nice and tight. You're sucking air tummy once again. This, you have to go carefully, land softly, because your toes are curled under. Keep breathing. Good. Switch sides. If your foot's cramping, it's because you're trying to use your foot. Don't use your foot, we're using our core. You're bending your extremities, so you're flexing your knee, you're flexing your hips. Your plantar flexing your toes and ankle. Keep breathing. Good. Okay, you're gonna stand up on the block just because it gives a little bit of risk. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. We're just gonna bring your knee to your chest. See what that feels like? Keep your abs engaged and then bring it back down. This is probably the biggest thing we don't want to do, so we'll do a combined motion and bring your leg forward when you step. You want to bring your knee straight up, straight down. See what that feels like? Keep your abs engaged. Your abs are working this. Okay, switch sides. Told you it wasn't too hard, but it's something that we have to look at periodically to make sure that we can do. Okay, here we go, same thing. Lift up, suck in your tummies. Make sure you're feeling it in your abs and not your butt. Keep breathing, keep sucking in that tummy. Good. We switch back again. You're going to take your leg up half as high. I know we brought it all the way up to hip level. You're going to lower down because it'll just make it easier in the long run. Abs are nice and tight. Keep your hip flexed. You're going to extend your leg. We got to make sure the knee can move independent of the hip. So whatever height we set the hip, the knee should be able to move instead of working with the hip and knee as one unit. They're two separate parts that we coordinate together. Abs, suck that tummy in. Good. Switch sides. Okay, bring it up half as high as we would. Abs are nice and tight. You're just extending that leg. Don't worry, we'll make it harder. Suck in that tummy. Keep that knee forward. Good. Switch to the other side again. So, as you're seeing, none of these are particularly hard, but we can get in the bad habit of moving our legs like they're frozen. We don't want frozen legs. We want legs that articulate. So now we're going to take the stand on your left leg. You're just going to take your leg back behind you. This is working your glute max, which is great because it keeps roundness of your butt. Keep breathing. Good. Switching sides. My butt was so sore last class. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to take our leg back behind us, suck in your tummy. Don't lose ab control. Don't let this bunch up in your low back or your neck. Okay. Now, we do it again, only this time, we take our leg maximally behind us, hold it there, abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy, first, second, third chakras higher up, and then you're just gonna bend your leg back behind you without moving your knee forward. So don't let that right knee move forward, keep it back behind you. Abs are on. So see how Mari keeps that knee way back behind her? That's what we want. This is working the knee independent of the hip. Switch sides. Okay, leg goes back behind you first. You're holding it in position. Watch your knee alignment over the top of your foot. Abs are nice and tight, suck in that tummy. And then you're just gonna bend and straighten that leg back behind you. If you do everything correctly, it should be stretching out your quad muscle. Abs are nice and tight, no pressure into your low back, chest is up. Keep breathing. Good job. Okay, next one's a little harder. That's why we saved it. Okay?
For when we're tired.
Yeah. I'm gonna move forward so I don't kick Mario. Okay. You're gonna take your leg out to the side. So see what it feels like to have your leg out to the side with your abs on. You're gonna lift, 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 lift. Abs are nice and tight, knees over top of your foot. Suck in your tummy or peeing on a fire hydrant. Okay, good. We're gonna do the other side. Okay, so we're doing each of these motions separately. Abs are nice and tight, suck in your tummy, lift, 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 lift. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in that tummy. Good. Now, your leg goes up, it stays there. Okay, now we're gonna work knee mechanics. You're gonna take your leg out and then back. Out and back, abs nice and tight. So we're separating out the joint motion. So the knee only flexes and extends no matter what direction it's in. Keep breathing. Good. And we switch sides. Oh, I should get a little more space. Okay, leg goes up, out to the side, abs are nice and tight, and extend. Suck in that tummy. Keep your abs engaged. Smiles are up. Good. Now that we have done one set of everything, we're going to do it again. Okay, we start from the top, especially now that everyone's here. Okay, so abs are nice and tight. You're going to bring this leg up. You're going to kick out. Keep that knee high this time. Time under tension, so you're not feeling your joints. You're feeling muscles working. What number?
9, 10.
Okay, immediately that leg goes back behind you. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy, and you're bending and straightening that leg back behind you. This is working your booty and your hamstring. Keep that knee behind you, don't let it move forward. Leg goes out to the side. Suck in your tummy, abs are nice and tight. You're kicking out. Keep breathing. Good. Switch sides. See, super easy. This is the minimum requirements of life. Okay, abs are nice and tight. I'm gonna move back a little. Oh, I just keep messing everything up. Okay. Here we go. Knee goes up high. You're kicking out. Keep that. 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep that knee high.
8.
So the hip doesn't change once we set it, okay? Leg goes back behind you. Set your hip. Don't let this knee move forward. You're gonna bend and straighten that leg back behind you. So don't let that knee move forward as you bend your leg. Abs are nice and tight. Sucking that tummy, and then now leg goes out to the side. You're gonna kick out. Mario's gonna, ow, I'm gonna kick the wall and Mario's gonna kick the curtain.
9, 10.
Okay, and Russ, just see what your hips feel like. Okay, now your, what is this? Left foot goes on the block, right foot goes back behind you. We're gonna go into a high heel position. So this is one of the motions that the body likes to combine. We're gonna lower down deeper into this. Keep your heel up. because it likes going halfway on everything. We don't want halfway, so we want this knee bent, we want the hip flexed, we want the heel lifted. Suck in your tummy, abs are nice and tight. We're gonna start out by going forward. Suck in that tummy. High heel, front and back. Feet are parallel. You're working primarily your left butt cheek. Keep your abs engaged, no pressure into your low back. What number is that?
9, 10.
Good. You should have felt a little bit your quad if you did this too. That's not bad. Okay, same thing. Heels back behind you, or foot's back behind you. High heel in the rear, high heel in the front. Bend that front knee, stick your butt out. Abs are nice and tight. Keep that knee over the top of your foot. Suck in your tummy as we go forward on the side. Keep that high heel. Lift that heel up. Keep that front knee bent. So the trick is we'll try to straighten the leg. We want to bend in that front leg as we do this. So bend it more, Annie. High heel. Okay, we're gonna switch sides. We're gonna stay in that high heel. This is why, as you age in deconditioning, it gets harder to walk in high heels because it takes a lot of training to get up onto a high heel. And that's why in Europe, they start little girls on tiny little heels, and as they get older, and by the time they turn 18 to 20, they're on a super high heel. And as they start aging, the heel gets lower and lower until they're almost on flats again. It's a deconditioning process. But you had to condition into it. We're working on high heels. High heel in the front, abs are nice and tight, you're sucking your tummy. It's gonna be a little bit hard. Stay in this position, stick your butt out, make sure that front knee's bent, front hip is flexed. You're gonna lift that rear leg. Straight up, straight down. Maria may run into the wall. I have to give her more space. Abs are nice and tight. You're cranking hard on that right butt cheek to make this happen. Stay high heeled. Keep the front knee bent, Annie. Or you're gonna fall off balance.
8, 9, 10.
Good job. Switch sides. So it explains what happens once you go into high heels and you want to lock out your knees. We got to be able to flex the knees while we're on high heels. So high heel, bent knee, flexed hip, push your hip leg back. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Stay on that high heel and you're lifting and lower. The majority weight is on that first metatarsal head. Foot's always going back to the same spot in the rear. You should be working your butt, you should be working your quad and your calf. Hold that balance, and good. Switch sides again. Okay, this one we're not gonna use a roller, so I'll put it over here. High heel, high heel. Front knee's bent, front hip is flexed, the abs are nice and tight. We're going for a run. You're bringing your knee to your chest and then back down. Keep the front knee bent or you're gonna fall off balance. Keep a high heel, keep your hip flexed. There you go, you're running low, not running high. So your head doesn't go up and down. It stays at the same height. Okay, switch sides. High heel. Make sure this front knee's bent and your hips flexed. Legs back behind you. Balance first, abs on. Don't straighten your front knee. Knee to your chest. It's all momentum coming off that left leg. You're conserving your body. Ooh. Abs.
10.
Okay, good. Ah, that was good. Now block aside. Left leg forward, right leg back. Right heel is off the ground, knees on top, your hands on top of your knee. You're sucking your tummy. Bend that front knee, we're doing our sit-up. Suck in your tummy and then relax. Suck it in, relax. Suck it in, relax. Keep sucking in that tummy. Okay, here we go. Hands and stick them up. We're doing our sit-ups. We're gonna suck in our tummy as we bring our elbow to our knee. Abs are nice and tight. You're not feeling this in any joints because we're working time under tension. So we're working muscles and not joints. Suck in that tummy.
Exhale, squeeze your abs as you come down. Keep that right thigh engaged.
And 10, wow. That would buy a nothing flat. Switch sides. Knee front, knee is bent, hip is back, abs are nice and tight, rear thighs
First.
Oh yes, and Mario reminds me to do sit-ups first. Suck in your tummy, release. Suck in your tummy. We need that ab control to get time under tension. Keep breathing. Hold that balance. Even if time and your schedule is taking you off balance, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, stay in this position, hands and stick them up, suck in your tummy. And we're bringing it knee to your elbow. What did you say on the other side, Mario?
Squeeze your abs, exhale.
Is that 4? Oh, I knew that.
7,
Abs.
8, left leg engaged.
Keep that knee bent.
10.
All right, come back up. Hip circles. Feel what it feels like to lock up your core as you do this hip circle. It's not coming from your butt, it's coming from your abs. And then go in the opposite direction. Smiles are up. Okay. We start over again. Right leg's back behind you. We're gonna do homolateral motion now. This one's actually easy to cheat on, so I want you to work it harder through your core. We're in that stick 'em up position. You're gonna bring your left elbow to your left knee.
Same thing. Exhale, squeeze the abs as you come down.
Suck in that tummy. Abs.
Really think about squeezing your abs and collapsing forward.
Is that 10?
9, 10.
Okay, switch sides. Keep breathing. See what it is to lock up your core. It's so easy to let go of the core. That's one of the behaviors that happens over time with deconditioning. We just blow out our tummies into there's a fascia holding our abs together, and we blow out into that, and it's way easier, but then it gives us a belly. We don't want that belly. Okay, stick them up, suck in your tummies, and then same thing. Right to right. Suck in that tummy. Ah. What were you gonna say, Mario?
Exhale, squeeze those abs. Really think about bringing that right elbow and rib cage closer to your left hip.
Really suck that tummy in.
10.
Okay, back to stance. Abs nice and tight, hip circles. Opposite direction. Okay, hands go behind your neck. We're gonna do sit-ups here. You're not gonna crank your neck, you are gonna suck in your tummy. You're trying to get your navel to go to your spine without clenching your butt. You're exhaling as that navel goes to your belly. You're trying to change the shape of your abdomen, not your chest. If you do this correctly, your abs should get very, very sore. If you're not doing it correctly, your butt's gonna get sore.
13.
Good. Now we're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna go to the rear. As you go to the rear into extension, you're tightening your abs. So you're sucking your tummy in. Suck it in. Suck it in. Suck it in. Okay. Hands can come down, shake those arms out, abs are nice and tight. We're gonna go into squat now. Our feet are parallel, your abs are on, shoulder blades are down and back, you're sucking in your tummy. Once you're in this position, we're gonna do a little movement here. This will be hip flexion. So abs are nice and tight, chest is up. Don't straighten your legs. Do not straighten your legs. You're gonna bring your knee to your chest and back down. Knee to your chest and back down. Your head basically stays at the same height. It doesn't bob up and down. You're sucking in with your abs. Lower Annie. Abs are nice and tight, chest is up. Keep the chest up. Good. Now you're gonna take it to the rear. Touch and then back. Touch and then back. Abs are nice and tight. Stay low. We're working on aging and deconditioning. Watch the alignment, knee over the top of your foot. Stay low. Okay, so this is all neurological training. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy, hip circle it again. Really suck through that tummy. Don't clench your butt. Nothing wrong with the clock. And then go in the opposite direction. Okay, we're gonna work the adductors now. We're gonna go back to our block. Just it gives us a little height off the ground so we can play with that space. Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna take that leg across midline. As you do, suck in your tummy. You're using these adductors. Very powerful muscle group. But we can accidentally use them instead of quad muscles. We don't want to use them for quad muscles. We want to use them for adducting the leg towards midline. Okay, take it back behind you. Same thing, suck in your tummy. Try to get your knee to sneak behind your other knee. Abs are nice and tight. So it's not out here doing this. It's back behind you, crossing midline behind you. Suck in that tummy. It looks really cool when you're wearing a pencil skirt. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Use your adductors. Don't use your joints of your knees. Suck in your tummies. Okay, back behind you. Make sure the knees are eclipsing each other. Abs, suck in your tummy, chest up. Good. We're gonna switch back to the original foot. Knee crosses midline. So you shouldn't be able to see my left kneecap. And then you're gonna bend your leg and straighten. This is a movement you do in Argentine tango or river dancing. Chest up, abs nice and tight. No pain into any joints. So if you feel this in joint, something needs to tighten up. Suck in your tummy, shoulder blades are down and back.
10.
Okay, we're gonna take that leg back behind you. Two knees are gonna eclipse each other. So you can't see my right knee now. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy, bend and straighten your leg. This is working the adductor and the hamstring. This is why oftentimes people's feet get wider and wider, or their legs and their stance gets wider and wider as these muscles weaken up. Okay, switch sides. Cross midline, left knee is eclipsing right knee, and you're doing your Argentine tango or river dancing. Abs. Sucking that tummy.
10.
Okay, we're gonna take it behind. Left knee is eclipsed by the right. Bend and straighten that leg. Sucking that tummy. Good job, everyone. Smiles are up. Good job. All right, we go back to standing and hip circles. Your feet are parallel, your hips circling, sucking in your tummy. Keep breathing.
Opposite direction.
Thank you. Okay, arms to your sides. We're gonna go for a butt clap run. See what it feels like to have your butt move behind you completely relaxed as you're moving from your abs, making that nice X in the front of your clothing. Suck in that tummy even more, then suck it in even more. Shoulders are down and back. Elbows are up. Suck in your tummy, smiles are up. Keep breathing. Okay, good. Hip circle it again. We're gonna grab our dumbbells real quickly, just to get a feel for it. You're gonna notice with having the dumbbells in your hands, keep your arms very straight, is gonna cause your hips to rotate more than it typically would. What we want now is you sucking in your tummy super, 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 super tight, mosquito. But don't clench your butt.
There it is.
Work your shoulders. Because I can't use my hands, that mosquito's like flying right around, torturing me. Don't use your butt, don't use your shoulders. This is all about your abs. Now like, make it bigger. Suck in your tummy. The weight should make this super easy. Okay, good. Let the weights pull your shoulder blades down and back, abs nice and tight. You're gonna do hip circles. Suck in that tummy. Don't use your butt. Opposite direction.
No, it's only 7.
Oh. Now opposite direction. Okay, good. You can put your weights down. Okay, you can have your roller handy. We're gonna go into a squat. Squat, 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 squat. Feel what a squat feels like now. Keep your heels down. Only go as far down as you can keep your heels down. Chest up, that's why we gave you the roller. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. You're in the squat, and then you're gonna do your micro squat down here. Keep breathing, suck in that tummy. Suck, suck, suck in that tummy. She was looking at you guys, not at me. Okay, all the way to the bottom now as you bring your knee to the ground, bring your other knee to the ground. Don't use your hands because that's how we get in trouble. Hands go back behind you, you're sucking your tummy. We're gonna do our little stretch. We're gonna stretch those quad muscles and the tops of the feet. You're gonna lift up off of your knees so you're heavy under your toes. Suck in your tummy. We're doing sit-ups. Suck in your tummy. Been better, yeah? Chest up. Shoulder blades down and back. Suck in that tummy. And then, okay. We're gonna curl the toes under. If you feel excessive pressure in those metatarsal heads, make sure to push your heels back. We don't want those toes snapping off. But we do want your plantar fascia and your Achilles tendon to stretch. Suck in the tummy. Suck it in. You'll also feel your quads stretching.
Okay.
Good. Point your toes again. Do 2 sets because it takes a little bit for your body to warm up into bending its toes. Lift up those knees. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Point, curl your toes under, push those heels back. Lean back. Suck in that tummy. Keep breathing. It's okay if your foot cramps, because that poor foot has been doing everything. Okay, from this position, abs are nice and tight, hands are in, stick them up. You're gonna take your right foot forward. Okay, your left toes are curled under. You're gonna lift up off the ground, hold. Abs are nice and tight, shoulder blades are down, back. Lower, Annie. Lower.
Suck, suck, suck.
She was talking to you guys. And then back down. Switch side. Sit back down on your heels. See what that feels like, and then come from here. Because I want you guys to know you can get off the ground without cheating or thrusting your face into a wall. Straight up. Abs on. 3, 5, 9, 10. Kneel again. This time point your toes. So you should have felt your quads. If you felt your knees, it meant you were working the joints. We want you to work the muscles. So again, we're gonna do it again. Right foot forward, left toes are curled under. We're lifting up. Stay low, Annie. Chest up. Abs are nice and tight. For 5, 4, abs, 3, 2, 1. Oops. You're gonna switch sides. Curl your right toes under, abs are nice and tight. Suck in your tummy, chest up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now this will actually feel good. We're gonna stretch the quads. Suck in your tummies. Remember, if you keep your abs on, your head stays over top of the block. And that's what we want. Suck in your tummy. Okay, push your hips forward, same thing. So for Christmas, another thing that Mario got me was a hammer drill. And yesterday I mounted my vacuum cleaner on the wall. It looks beautiful.
10.
Okay, stay forward. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. You're bending and straightening that rear leg to use your hamstring. So you have hip extension, knee flexion. This is why when we get older or we decondition, we don't like running, because this is a motion that's really hard to master.
10.
Okay, now you're gonna reach back with your right hand, grab that left foot, make sure that heel can come to your butt. Push your hips forward, suck in that tummy, hips go side to side. Suck in that tummy, chest up, smiles up. Don't cramp up your foot, even though that's a fun thing to do.
10.
And don't bite off your lip. Okay? Cross your leg across midline. Suck in your tummy. You're gonna reach first with your, what is this, left hand. Reach, 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 reach. And then you can add your right hand grabbing your toes. Suck in your tummy. This is time under tension, so we're using the abs. Keep breathing. Okay, good. We're coming back up again. See what it feels like as we switch sides. So abs are engaged, heads over the top of the block and stays there. Suck in your tummy. Just side to side. Keep breathing. Suck in that tummy.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna push forward. Abs nice and tight. Suck in your tummy. You're supposed to tell me 10. Suck in your tummy. Smiles are up.
10.
Okay, stay forward. We're gonna go deep forward as we bend and straighten, activating that hamstring. Because this is the hardest combination, that's why it looks funny when we see out of shape people or elderly people try to run, because they cannot kick that leg back behind them.
10.
Okay, good. So we're gonna reach back with our left hand to grab that foot without cramping our foot, and then chest goes up, push those hips forward, side to side. Suck in that tummy. No pressure in your low back or your knee. If you do, it means you have to tighten something up. Typically that's your abs and your quad muscle. Keep breathing.
10.
Okay, we're gonna release that leg. We're gonna move that leg across the midline. We're gonna first reach with our right hand. Reach, 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 reach. Abs are nice and tight. Then you can reach down with your left hand to grab a hold of that foot. We're gonna hold here, suck in that tummy. Time under tension, we're working muscles, not joints. If you feel this in a joint, you need to tighten up the muscles around that joint. Suck in your tummy. We're learning to stabilize in motion. Good. All right. All right, we're gonna come into kneeling now. Ball and block work. We're gonna have a seat on top of our ball. That's on top of our block. The ball's midway between your pubic bone and your tailbone. Okay, suck in your tummy, abs are on, lats are on, shoulder blades are down and back. Really, really suck in that tummy. In fact, we're gonna do sit-ups here. Suck in your tummy and release. Sucking in it. As you do, you're squeezing your pelvic floor. So this is a double whammy. We're getting pelvic floor, we're closing up our rib cage, we're keeping our shoulder blades down and back. Okay, chest stays up, shoulder blades are down and back, abs are nice and tight. This is gonna be just fun. Hands and stick them up, you're gonna bounce. This is very strengthening of pelvic floor. Keep breathing. You can always speed up this section. It's always fun to watch Maria and I do our little bounties. If you're having a bad day, just come to this section and speed it up and you will be happy once again. Okay?
It's not concerned.
Okay, go ahead, grab your weight. Shoulder blades are down back, you're sucking in your tummy. We're working that pelvic floor because we're carrying more weight. So that's how it works. As weight increases on the body, the pelvic floor should strengthen. So that's why when people get overweight, their pelvic floor should be very strong, but in most of the cases, it's the other way around. So suck in your tummy. We're gonna start out with just a basic bicep curl. I want you to keep your abs on, head over the top of the ball, which is the most important part. Exhale as you bring the waist up.
Squeeze that belly button. Connect them to your biceps as you exhale and pull up.
Chest up.
Last one. 10.
Okay. Chest stays up, abs are nice and tight, head's over the top of the ball, you're gonna take your arms back behind you. This one's really easy to take your head forward, don't take your head forward. Keep your abs engaged.
Same thing. Exhale, squeeze that pelvic floor, suck the belly button to your spine.
Okay, abs are nice and tight. You're gonna take your right foot forward. You're gonna take your left hand forward, right hand back. We're gonna do a twist with a bicep curl, tricep extension. It's basically contralateral motion, which is so important for parasympathetic brain state. Sucking that tummy. Okay, good. We're gonna switch legs. Sucking that tummy, arm goes back behind you. So you're bending your knees now, flexing your hips while working the upper extremities. So even though the body coordinates as a unit, we have to be able to work each one of the parts separately or all sorts of things go wrong. We have different parts of our body taking over for another part of the body. And we can't have that. Okay, we're gonna go onto both feet forward now. Abs are nice and tight, chest is up. We're first gonna do sit-ups as you suck in your tummy as hard as you can, tighten your pelvic floor. Make sure that ball's midway between your pubic bone and tailbone as you're doing this. Squeeze, suck everything in. Okay, arms go up. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. Up, over the top of your head, and back down. You're exhaling as your arms go up. You're tightening your abs. Your knees are in flexion, your hips are in flexion, so are your ankles. This is a pretty deep motion. So you have to really use those spinal extensor muscles, your shoulder muscles, and your ab muscles as you do this.
10.
All right. Good job. You can put those weights aside. Okay, we could do rotation. Mario wants to do rotation. We will do rotation. Abs are nice and tight. Arms out to your sides. Same thing, abs are on. Externally rotating, exhale as you bring them up. Keep those abs engaged. You're using your back muscles. You are not using your neck muscles. Pull it into your lats. What number are we on?
7. 9. 10.
Good job. Now you can put the weights aside because Mario said so. Okay, we're gonna go straight to the floor. We're gonna put the ball now in the small of your back. We're gonna move our microphones. Okay. Move your microphone. Mario abuses the microphone.
We do no such thing.
Okay, balls in the small of your back, your arms are back behind you. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. We're gonna first do this with our arms behind us. So, look at your knees. They're gonna stay at the same height. They're not gonna lower down. You're gonna bring your leg up and then you're gonna bring it down. You're gonna alternate sides. Don't lower your knee down. You're keeping your knee at the same height. That means you have to keep your core on. So suck that tummy on. Keep breathing. Means you're working your quad muscles deep. Okay, good. Rest. Okay, you're gonna grab your knees now. All right, arms go out in front of you, same thing. Don't lower down. Suck in that tummy. Make sure that tummy sucked in because it's easy to blow it out. Okay, hands back behind you, rest for a second. Okay, arms out to your sides. You're gonna bring your left hand to your right foot, right hand to left foot. Suck in that tummy. Suck in that tummy. And rest. Hands back behind you, shoulder blades are down and back. Arms go back behind your head. You're gonna twist, 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 twist. Suck in that tummy.
10.
We'll do 20. Suck in that tummy. Chest up.
20.
Okay, rest. Legs go straight, arch over top of the ball, rock from side to side. Abs are engaged. Okay, we're gonna put the ball underneath your sacrum. Legs go in the air. So we're definitely gonna look at knee motion here, independent of hip motion and ankle motion. Squeeze your shoulder blades down and back. You're gonna bend your left leg, bend your right leg. This is non-weight bearing knee motion, so there should be zero pain or pressure in your knees. If there is, figure out what correction you have to make, what muscles you have to stabilize in order to get the work out of your knees. Should be in muscles.
10.
Okay, now we're gonna go a little bit faster. Sort of a light jog. We're just gonna do it for a time, not for a number. Okay, good. And now we're gonna go for a little trot. It's a little bit faster, abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy as we do a time, not a number. Suck in your tummy, abs are nice and tight.
20.
Okay, good. Squeeze your shoulder blades down and back. Now we're gonna go for a sprint. So we're gonna go super fast. Suck in that tummy. Keep breathing. And right. Okay, fine. Legs go down, abs are nice and tight, legs go straight. So now we're gonna keep the knees locked out. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in your tummy. Pretend you have a glass of champagne on your stomach. You're gonna walk your hands and legs straight legged. This is pure hip motion, no knee bending, no ankle motion. Keep breathing. Rest. Keep your abs engaged as we now do the opposite side. So as you can feel, when you age and decondition, we start using all the joints in a compromised way a little bit. And then after a while, it becomes a whole compromised motion that becomes our signature, so everyone thinks that's the way we move. Bend your knees, feet come together. Suck in your tummy, so knees are bent, feet are together. You're gonna bring your feet to your chest and then back down. Suck in that tummy. Keep breathing. Jaws relaxed. And what number is that?
8.
I need that. That's why I asked.
9. 10.
All right, good. Go ahead, lift your booty up. Take that ball out from underneath your booty. We're gonna now lay on top of our roller lengthwise. This is where we're really going to examine how we use our extremities in flexion and breaking apart each one of the compartments. So you're going to take your right hand off the ground, left hand off the ground, left arm off the ground, right leg off the ground, and you're going to bend and straighten your leg. But you're going to try to hold your balance, slightly levitate your right hand off the ground, so you have to use balance. So if you're finding out if you have enough balance to move your extremity without falling off balance. And I would explain your walk.
10.
See if there's excessive pressure in your knee. There should be zero pressure in that knee as we now switch sides. So you're slightly hovering your left arm off the ground as your left leg lifts and bends and straightens at the knee, and your right arm is out in front of you. Okay, switch back to the other side. Hover that right hand off the ground.
Alternating.
No. That's okay. I was doing the right thing. Just follow me. We're going to alternate in a second what Mario is doing. Notice what muscles you're using. I want you to use those muscles. Okay, other side again. Muscles. Keep breathing. Is that 10?
10.
Okay, just for Mario's sake, we'll do it one more time on this side. Straighten your right leg, abs are nice and tight, you're sucking your tummy, keep your spine against the roller. Your left hand's going with your right leg. Hold that balance. Okay, should be no pressure in your knees. Knees experience 0 because they're non-weight bearing. Yeah. Opposite side. 9, 10. Lucky I am here today. Here we go. Now we're gonna walk where we alternate sides. Right hand, left foot.
I did that one already.
I know, but we're gonna do it again for Mario's sake. Keep going. We're walking. Hold your balance. It's gonna give you a good idea what you're doing when you're walking. Some days it's harder to get things together, but it always comes together in the end. Whew. What number?
19.
Okay, now just rest on top of the roller. See if you accidentally brought the work into your neck. Pull it back into your core if you did. Keep breathing as I change out the music. Keep breathing, keep sucking in that tummy. You are establishing balance. See what it feels like to come into your body. See if you accidentally use your neck, which is a reality, which a lot of people do. Feel what it feels like to balance and breathe, having used your butt and broke apart your knees from your butt. You may be more aware of your knees because now your knees can work independently today. Your hips are more agile. You're less likely to fall down today because you have worked on breaking these two things apart and you're free to move from your hips and respond from your knees. Balance on top of your ankles and feet. Just notice what it's like to breathe. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Pull any tension you have in your neck back into your core. So no matter what's going on around you, you should be able to access balance and good movement. And through that accessing good balance and good movement, you'll achieve something else, which is clarity. Clarity around relationships, yourself, movement, how things move around you, how close you are to your center. Clarity doesn't always paint a pretty picture, but clarity does create harmony. It gives you an understanding of your environment. So feel what it feels like to come into clarity, seeing what's there for what it is with no judgments. Seeing what needs to be corrected, if anything needs to be corrected. But most importantly, once you have clarity, can you find your center? To be non-reactive, but very focused. To be very laser-like, very centered. There's many things distracting you. There's much poor behavior around you because there's much going on. Address what's in front of you that needs addressing, otherwise just stay in your center. You guys did a most awesome job. Today wasn't especially easy, especially mentally. And on behalf of Maria and I, we appreciate you for coming, being open, generous, and willing. We love you so very much. Thank you, and namaste.
Namaste.